So welcome everyone to another tutorial. As you can tell by the title of the video, this is a reskin tutorial. And just want to say a couple of things. Sorry about the baby cam thing on the top, because that's what I'm using right now to record the desktop. But yeah, this is my very first reskin tutorial. I've done not a lot of reskins, but I've done a couple. I just saw the livery I had done on the 377. And the livery I done on the 315 yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to finish that off, because it does look a bit weird at the moment. But yeah, let's actually just get into it, because just before 10 minutes I've got to redo the recording, because it only can record 10 minutes. But yeah, so obviously got to have train sim, and obviously the train you want to reskin. So if you go into sim library, my one's in the data. I haven't got anything personal to show. So I go on the Steam apps, Common, Railworks, and then you go on Assets, and this is where all your trains are. So I'll be just doing a quick reskin of a 315. So all you do, click AP of wagons, and then 315 is set. And then you go on rail vehicles, 315, and these are all the 315 liveries. So what you do? Well, we need to copy a folder. So we're gonna copy the TFL rail folder. So basically, it's this livery, what you can see on my background. It's not gonna be a complex livery. It's just gonna be like something random, just for you to see what's to do. So we're gonna copy and then paste and then rename to test, for example. So now that's a complete copy of everything. There's not a lot of files for the 315, but the textures of the actual body of the train, and I don't know what that is, but yeah. So what do you do? Well, we need to go on to RW Tools. You need RW Tools and Paint.net. I'll try and link the stuff in below. So you got open RW Tools, you go on File, Open TS 2016, you go on Assets, you go where your train is. So with me, be AP Wagons, 315, Rail Vehicles, Class 315, and I'll just look for tests, and there we go. Now, you need to click on the bin file, so the DMOS bin file, and all the other carriages as well. If you don't do it, if you can reskin that carriage, but it won't show in the game. So this is what you got to do for every single one for the train you want. So this will pop up, and you might think, what do I do? It's actually quite simple. So all you do, see the name, might be a different layout on some trains, but just look for the same sort of title thingy, and then you just name it to whatever you want. So I'm just going to name it Tess, and with the 315 you have English, French, Italian, blah 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 blah. So I have to rename all of that, otherwise probably won't load. So if I type in Tess, and bear in mind you've got to do this for every single carriage for that train you just copied. So I'm just going to do the first two, and I'm going to do the other two off recording, basically, because I don't think you just want to see me doing this 4 times. And then after you've done the top part, you go on the search and replace, you go on find, you go type in GEO, find, and then the geometry ID, and then you go across to find the original name. You don't have to close that because you do need that again, and you just put your name, and then save, and that's done. So now it's the next one. So we go back onto the train, and we're going to the D must be. So now, well, I just got to do the same thing again. This is the boring part of reskinning, and once you get used to it, I have to like, for me, before I had to record this video, I had to keep practicing how to do it because I used to have to watch videos of how to do it, and that was a pain. I do still do it. Depends what type of train it is. Because if it's a 377, I'll probably do it because that's quite easy. Electro stars even. No, we done the second folder. Now we press save. Now I got the petso and the torso to do now. So I'm gonna stop recording, do them off recording, and then I'll be back with you in a sec. I don't need it. So I'll be back with you in a sec. So I've just done that. You might saw the files changed, but this is the last one I just did. And so now you've done that, you go back on, leave RW tools open because you need it for one more thing, or actually two more things. We'll get to that shortly. So now you go back, and you see this folder called preload. So basically when you click on the train folder, you've got audio, input mappers, blah blah blah. Click on preload, and this is where all the quick drives are basically put in the list on the quick drive. So basically SBT, Greater Anglia, First Great Eastern 4A, and if I wanted a 12, all I had to do copy that and probably put a 12. I don't know. I never done it, but if I copy, where's the TFL one? Where's the TFL one? There we go. If I just copy one TFL, if I just copy 4 car, copy, then you delete the copy and the, I don't know what it's called, but I forgot. But if you just name it what your train is going to be called, so my one's just going to be test, and then that your train will be in there. So yeah, I'm gonna refresh the recording because it's nearly up. I'll be back with you in a sec. So I'm back where we was, as you see the preload. So now we come out of that, minimize that. So now we're gonna open some texture files. This is where things are gonna get fun. So we've done all the no, we haven't actually done yet. We don't need texture files yet. So you open TS2016 file, you go click like the pack folder and then go on preload, and then you just find your quick drive thing, and then with me just be one, but it's different amounts for different trains. So all you do, the blueprint ID. So you just put whatever the name is. Try to do it as quick as possible. I don't really want to make the video too long, but this is a reskin tutorial. You can't just do it bang. You can't just do it just like that. So that's one that is done. That's all I've got to do. Simple as. So now I think I need to change all this as well to have the name appear. To have the name differently. So if I just type in test, 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 test. So this is, so if you just leave it as the original name from here when you're on the preload, it's different for every single truck for different trains. If you just leave like locate display name, and I just change it so now it should say test, so I know which one to click. So now if I just save that, now we are going to do the texture files. So we go on open tgpcdx texture files. Open that. Now this is where we was last to preload. So we go back and go into rail vehicles. You go on film file, whatever train. You go where you copied the folder, and then you go on DMOS textures, and then the DMOS tgpcdx file. So you just open that. Might take a while to load. Now you might think, how do we change the livery then? Well, I don't know what none of this stuff means, and I don't really know what does. So all you have to do, go on graphic tools, and then convert tgpcdx files to .dds. So, and that will allow us to paint a train, basically. So we go, click it. It might take quite a while to load, but it depends on how big the train is. I don't know. So, what the? Why does that come up? So as you can see, it's still loading in as I've still got the circle. So it does take up quite a while to load. 10 hours later. So there we go. This is what you have to. So this is important. If you don't remember this, and if you save it as the wrong DXT, you're fudge, basically. So I know the 315 is a DXT5. So all I have to do, click OK. Now we can paint it. We can paint our train. So you go on paint.net, and then sometime, well, we may have to give it a couple of seconds for it to load. And then this is our carriage, what we just converted. So you click on it. Now, what do you do? Well, I don't know the link for all these. I forgot. But if you go on Dynaraptor's tutorial, he's got a link to it. So, as you can see, as you saw, you untick paste from clipboards. So as you can see, this is the 315 DM carriage. This is amazing because you can do whatever you want. So this is like the window frame. So if I want some areas, it might just let you paint that part. So we just paint it, well, I don't know, purple for instance. It's letting me actually do that part. But you have to do that part in one go. Otherwise, look, if I let go, do it again. Sometimes I'll show you on the later part, but there's like a little line there. But I'll show you on the better part. So if I colour that in, I know this guy looks really bad, but yeah. But this is just a tutorial, like I said. So now we painted that. What should we paint next? Right, the doors. The doors are for all the carriages, and I repeat, all the carriages. So we're gonna paint the cab door. This is a cab door, so we're gonna just paint it red. So I feel like it. It's letting me just do that part, which is a bit strange. But I'll show you what you do if you wanna just have that part done. So now I stopped on that part. This is what happens. Can you see that a little mark there? See, it gets rid of the shade as well. Sometimes it might actually do the colour, but I'm going to show you quickly on the door what you have to do. So what you do, I'm not going to do all the doors, I'm just going to do one, but it's going to look a bit weird, but yeah. So if you zoom right in and you click, if you click the re-angle select tool and then just select and just do that color of the door, then to select more you can press control and then click at the same time, because if you just paint the color without doing this, you are going to end up with a bright color like as you saw on my very first reskin, and that is good, but it's also a bad thing because it doesn't look as realistic. So make sure when you do this, do bits like what I'm doing right now, the corners. It takes time because this is going to be about 20 minutes, this video. So I'm going to stop recording because it's up to nearly 10 minutes again. So I'll be back with you in a sec. Recording. So, yeah, I know I'm using bad cameras, annoying at the moment, but I can see the time at the top. So, nearly done. It does take time, like I said. It's harder when you got bits like to do like this with if it's got like more stuff to it and if it's bigger. Because with the door it's actually got quite easy to do. Once you get going, it's actually quite easy. So we're gonna do something on the actual side of the train, and then so I just want to show you how you actually keep the shading of the train. And apologies if this video is long because it's been about 20 minutes it took me, but like I said earlier on, reskinning ain't just span 5 minutes. You need to do them files, otherwise if you just go on RW tools, convert the texture file to DDS, you're just going to paint the original thing, and you want to keep the original, otherwise you might have to reinstall the train and that would not be good. So now we've selected that door, we're going to select the recolor. Make sure you got the brush quite thick, so you do a big layer like that, but we're not going to have it red, we are going to have it yellow. So as you can see, the shading is still there. You can see like the dirt, just see the dirt. It's very difficult because that looks like yellow. So now when I load up the game, that should come up yellow. So now we're just gonna do a random scribble on the side of the train in, I don't know, blue. Yeah, this is gonna look awful. No, I don't want to highlight that. Gonna look awful, but this is only a tutorial. After the tutorial, I'll be deleting this reskin. So now we've done that. Actually, we're gonna select that purple, and then we're gonna paint that window frame, I think. So, no, I just moved it. So that's reskinning. I'll do more bits to make it a bit more interesting. So, what do you do? You'd be like, what do you do now? Well, you have to. Actually, we're gonna Because I want to show you if you do repaint a 315. So we're just going to paint this bit and the other side. And as you can see, the lines are still there. I don't know what I'm doing top. I don't know what's going to happen now. So as you can see, after I selected it again, it's came up with a line. But I want to see what that looks like again. So I'm going to see if I can paint this part. And yes, I can. So I know it's going to look really bad, but I want to see what the 315 looks like with the yellow on the side like that. With the TF about the 3. But that just came out a bit weird. Now, we are done reskinning. I know that blue is going to look awful, but now what you might think, what do you do now? Where it's layers box, click on properties, pencil on like this ruler. Click on it, opacity to 50. If you don't do this, it won't do it. So you go on file, save. So this is why I said note that down. And I know my one was a DXT5. So if I just click OK and it's saving, now I go back onto here, graphics, convert DDS to TGPCDX files. Now there we are. That's our train. We just that our DM that was sharpened what on the DM carriage. So now the option will convert your modified file, blah 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 blah. So basically, it's replacing it. So you're gonna see numbers and letters appearing and changing, blah blah blah. Might take a while. It depends how much you've done, I think, to the train. So just gotta wait for it to load. And like I said, it varies of how much you've done with the train. So wait for it to load, wait for it to load, wait for it to load. This is gonna take, the annoying part is the editing. Wait for it to load, wait for it to load, wait for it to load. So as you see, numbers and that changed. So that is done. We're done. So we're gonna open up the game, and I'm gonna use the actual GeForce program, what I use, so you don't have the stupid wording at the top. So be back with you in a sec. So I'm in the game now. Hopefully it should work. So if I go on drive, when it lets me, on quick drive. Now I know where the 315 is. So you can see 315. So now it should be at the bottom because of tests. There you go. Tests. It's still got the original picture, but yeah. Test rail. I don't know why it's called rail, but yeah, you know. I know that's a different one. Test rail. So we're gonna load up the Great Eastern Main Line because that's the route. We're gonna load up. Where should we load up at? I think we load up Romford and then Braintree. Let's send at Idea Park. But we're not actually going to be driving. So we are in the game. I forgot to mention one thing. Sorry about the PS4 in the background, but that might give the video a bit of a nice tune, like nice quiet tone in the background. But yeah, we are in the game at Romford in the 315. So fingers crossed. Let's just put the headlights on because I don't like when the tail lights are on at the front. So let's see. There we go. I know it looks like a bloody 5-year-old thing stuff, but that is what we done. And I know it's a little bit, I know it looks awful, but this is only a reskin. So this is the first time I done a reskin without watching a tutorial. So as you see on this door, you can still see all the effect. Just see the effects. And if you do reskin this carriage, you can either go over that or do the reselect colour how I did with the door, and then that will keep. There's that bit showed at that top. It looks a bit weird, but so yeah, that's just looks like I asked someone to, and that actually looks really nice with the yellow. Be better with the yellow went all the way down, but I couldn't do it. But yeah, I really hoped that has helped you of how to do a reskin tutorial. So please let me know if you are still struggling. I will try and help as much as I can. And yeah, we just watch the train depart. With just ugly reskin. It just looked ridiculous. So yeah, so yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And I do hope you enjoyed this. This is, like I said, my first reskin tutorial, so I hope it has helped you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.